everybody. It is Belinda from Belinda's Book Nook, and I wanted to do a Friday Reads today and a mini book haul, just to catch up where we are. I talked to you guys last week, so there's no surprises here, but let's do where I am right now, and then I'll show you the books that I got. And also what I got from the ComicCon, which I ended up going, and it was great. First, let me look at this. All right, so the first one that I've read, I can say that I've read and completed, is the book club selection for the Read So Lit this month, and it's called Decent People by DeSean Charles Winslow. It was really good. It was a very fast read, obviously, because I read it fast, so that means it's pretty fast. It was really good. It was like a mystery surrounding, hold on one second, let me just pull these little people thing out here. Apparently, I didn't read his first book, which was called West Mills, I believe. So I think that some of these characters, might have come from that story, but you could still read this book I read it without reading the other one, but now I'm curious about reading the other one now. But it's, there's a murder of 3 people in this town, and the half-brother of them is this suspect. But the book really does a good job of like going through different characters and different people in the town, rather, and giving you reason to believe that they could have committed the crime, to kind of keep you guessing to who did it. I have to say I did figure it out, but very close to the end. So it wasn't like I was like, Perot or something. It definitely took me a while to figure it out. I'm probably the only one. Everybody else in the book club probably read it and was like, yeah, I knew who did it really soon. But it was really good. It was cute. So I did do that one, and I finished that one. And then let me just grab my book journal real quick too, because I've been working in here. Maybe next year my goal will be fulfilled, because I had planned on doing like a quarterly video with this. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, I'll do the halfway point now. Because of the perfectionist that I am, I don't want to show it until I know that I have, it done. So I think it'll just end up being the end of the year, that I get to show you this, because I have some reviews in here that have not, they're falling out. Reviews of things that have not, any obviously things that haven't been stuck in here either, that have not been done yet. And I've changed up the design. I was very consistent in the way that I was doing them, but I've changed it up. I think I started changing them in June, or maybe it was July. Yeah, so July I started to change the format. And so, because I ran out of these letter stickers that I was using, so now I'm drawing stuff, and yeah, it's interesting. But never mind, I won't keep us on that topic. The next one that I read, and I just finished it today, is called Diva 2.0. And that one is by Cheryl Lee Ralph, a famous singer-actress. And it was really good. I don't want to give away her tidbits on it, but what it is it talks about her rise, basically, from her interest to be, being an actress and a singer, and the trials and tribulations of being a Black woman trying to make it in that industry. And but she gives you, with each chapter, which is so lovely, she has these diva rules that she has, like rule number 1 for each chapter. And so at the end, she'll tell you what those are. And they are so great. Some of them, like, you may have heard of before, but because the way she tells the story about her life, and that's applicable to that chapter, it reinforces what she has to say. And and ended it really lovely as well. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Listen to the audio, because you get to listen to her talk and read it to you. And it's very short audio, so don't be impressed like, oh, look at her. But 5 hours in audio, it's super fast. And like, I listened while I was doing dishes. I listened while I was folding clothes. And I just found the stories very interesting, and I loved hearing it. I like to listen to a lot of them when the author does narrate their own, because there's just something more you get from it than when you read it just on the page yourself. So it was really nice. So there's that. So now my next book and I'm a little worried because I finished the book club book early, and it's not till the end of this month. I should have waited, I didn't know, but I had gotten it from the library, and I was like, well, while I have it, I'm gonna just do it because I don't want to, like, not have the book. And now the problem is I either hold the book hostage until the end of the month, because I like to still have the book, because I flagged it. It's not my book, but I flagged it with page flags, which I'll take out before I give it back to them. So I either will hold it, which I probably will, or I will return it and then try to get it again before we do our meeting. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. I'll see when it's due. If I can renew it a couple times, and then we should be good. All right. So then the other book that I wanted to start, that was from my summer TBR, and I started it, but I'm only a few pages in, and it's really seeming like it's going to be perfect for summer. It's All the Lonely People by Michael Gale. I've talked about this the last week, so I won't continue to keep talking about it, but it is very enjoyable so far. I think I've only read the first chapter, so I haven't really, I'm hoping this weekend will be a good weekend to like crank in this one, because it's not a hard read. It's a very easy read, and make some big progress in this one this weekend. So that's where I am with that. And then if I should finish that, the other book that there's two I told you that I wanted to do. Well, one is not here. I think it's on my desk, but one is Little Gods by Ming Jin, which I told you about. This one I definitely wanted to get to this summer. I don't know. We'll see how fast I get with All the Lonely People. And I've been lately reading one book at a time, as opposed to jumping into. Sometimes when I read two, it's usually one is nonfiction and the other is a fiction. But these are both fiction, so I don't know. I feel like maybe I can start this and see if this can be okay. Sometimes I feel like I'm not doing the author justice when I read it with another book, because they want you to feel a certain way while you're reading, and if you're distracted or you have your mind kind of partly in something else, you may not get the full effect. So it's kind of hard to also review the book if you don't give it the proper attention. So this may or may not happen. The other book that I was thinking of doing was The Evidence of Things Not Seen by James Baldwin, which was a nonfiction, which is a nonfiction, and is a little heavy topic, but very small book. So that might be more appealing, so that I can get another book in this month. And then maybe I'll do Little Gods in is this the library thing? Yeah. And maybe I could do that in next month. We'll see. I'm not really sure. So there's that. I still want to do this one. I don't think obviously it's going to get happening this month, probably next month. I don't want it to go by, because it's summer in here. I want to be reading this one during the summer. So there's that. And so that's it for my reading right now. That's my quick update. I think it was quick. I thought it wasn't quick. I'm going to find out when I come to once I stop it. I go over there and I think I went so fast. I'm like, what? I'm about the same average, give or take 4 or 5 minutes each time, even when I try to go fast. So I apologize. One thing I want to do this weekend, I've fallen off. Remember I started doing this, The Lost Art of Handwriting workbook. I was doing really good. And I'm using my fountain pens. And so I'm going to get back into this. And I think what I was doing wrong was I was doing it only on Fridays. So Friday would be the day, which was a nice thing to look forward to. I kind of would sit and I would either do a page or two. But I think that's going to help me better or is to do it every day. And so even if I can't sit long enough to finish, because it does take a little while with the handwriting when you're trying to do it nice, even if I don't finish the whole page, if I start G, this is where I am. I'm at G. If I start G today, I could finish G tomorrow. It's nice to also be able to revisit, that hand muscle, the muscle memory that we're trying to create, in relearning how to write. So I think that that might be more beneficial. And once I start doing it, it will kind of propel itself, because I'm like, oh, I did it, each day, as opposed to like committing to a certain amount of time at the end of the week or one day. So that's a new plan. See what happens. Like I said, things happen. Can't guarantee it. Now, let's see. What should I do first? I think the first thing I'll do before the book haul is I'll do the ComicCon. ComicCon this year I thought was good. I thought there was less costumes. I don't know why, and I really wanted to see more people dressed out. I also felt like the vendors were just not of the caliber they have been in years past. There was a lot of redundancy in the type of things that were being sold. Many of them were just not, I'm probably not the demographic that they were shooting for, so it didn't like sit with me. It's something I wanted to open my wallet to. So I didn't really end up buying much. My son, and I always buy a t-shirt, but my son got a really amazing t-shirt, and I really wanted it, but I don't want to be twinsies with him. So I let him do it, and maybe next year I'll find a better one, for myself to get. So there's two things that I did buy, and one is a graphic novel that I saw. I walked past it in the beginning, doing my walkthrough the first time. And then when I walked again, I was like, I think I'm going to get this one. So I went back to this table specifically. The cover just it just caught my eye. And I just love it. And I want to see where it's going to take me. And this is The Festival of Shadows, a Japanese ghost story by Atelier Sento. And that's this. Isn't that such an amazing cover? It's really beautiful. And I'm really like a sucker for illustrations as well, so I was like, oh, the illustrations in here are just beautiful. And so I look forward to this. So the story is about, let me read to you. It says, what happens when the living are assigned to help the dead? In an isolated Japanese village, the inhabitants are entrusted to assist the troubled souls of shadows of those who died tragically to find peace. Naoko, a dreamy young girl, is given a year to save the soul of a mysterious man. If she fails, his soul will be lost forever. As the years go by, Naoko finds herself teetering between the worlds of the living and the dead. What is the terrible secret that seems to be haunting her shadow? And could she be risking her own life to help someone who has already lost his? So yeah, it sounds really good. The graphics in it are really good. And I was like, I'm not buying anything right now. So I got it, and it was actually on sale. There normally, I think this goes for 19 something, and I got it for 10. So $10 for a graphic novel is really good deal. This other one was just a purchase because I just love supporting young artists. And this person I think he was 12 or 11, and he makes his own comic book. And so I bought a comic. This is the first in his series. This one's called Bad Cop versus Good Cop, the Los Fortune of Boston, issue number 1. And then he did a little drawing at the top, that he wrote his little tag on it. So I thought that was sweet. So I got that. That's it. I have nothing else to show you guys. That's all I could really find. There was lots of stuff there. There were stickers there, and I do love stickers. I put stickers in my planners and stuff. But the prices that they were charging for one sticker, and I can make my own stickers, I have the ability to do that in my craft room. So no, wasn't going to pay that, didn't do it. All right, so there's that. So now let's talk about Barnes & Noble. That is where I went to today. I went first to go get my new prescription and my glasses. These are my second pair that I have. I have 2 pairs of glasses. The other ones are like a brown, like a tortoise shell on the side. Those are the ones I wear mostly. These are like my backup. I wear them sometimes. I just want to wear black glasses. I like to wear them. But my prescription has changed. So I refilled that one. This one is still the old prescription. And then I am getting the transitions. And I was trying to explain to my son, I'm like, transitions when I was growing up was like this old people had it, and they would be in a room like this and their glasses would just be black, and you're like, what is that? Like, they're not out in the sun. The technology has advanced so good. Like, my son has it in his, and it goes very fast when you get outside. you know, not so fast that it's startling, but it definitely goes to protect your eyes really fast. And I'm trying now, I don't wear contacts like I used to, because when I wear those, I would always wear sunglasses, especially in the summertime. But my eyes aren't getting any protection in the other parts of the year when I'm not wearing them. And so I caved and I put that in there. And if it really bothers me a lot, I can always put these on. But I like the idea of it being able to change and not having to get prescription sunglasses and switching things out and all that. So this hopefully will come. So when I went to go do that, it's right near where there's a Barnes & Noble. So I had to go to Barnes & Noble because I didn't remember the dates, but I knew the 50% sale was going to come. And it was on. I didn't get a lot. You'd be proud of me. I really could have tried to find more things. You know, you just like forcing yourself because you know it's a sale. But I only got 2 books, and I'm very happy with what I got. This one, I can't remember the name. I saw this book on, well, I think it's been all over on BookTube, but I saw this on a specific channel, and I can't remember the name of the lady, but she does a lot of books recommending South Asian authors. This book sounded so funny, and I was like, I gotta get it. It's a satire, and it follows this particular woman who, I think her husband, he dies, but it's in India, and the community is like you know, treating her horribly, like she's a witch or something. Like, did she do something? How did he die? You know. And so in the beginning, she's really like, you know, like it sounds like she's very frustrated with people saying that. And then all of a sudden, these women secretly come and visit her, and they like want to find out secrets because their husbands are horrible. And that's the other thing I forgot to left out, is her husband was really, really a nice man to her, and I think he was either abusive verbally or physically or both. And so these women are coming to her with similar problems, but want to see if she could help them, you know, relieve them of their problem. And so this is supposed to kind of be like a satire and funny. And it is great because I've read a lot of books set in India, many historical fiction, and, you know, there's a lot of heavy stuff. So I think this is a refreshing. It's also a nice spin on its head of, you know, the female role in, you know, in India. So I'm looking forward to, you know, what this is about. Like, I love it. Even right here inside it says, she didn't kill her husband, but why not let everybody believe she did? It just definitely seems good. So this is by The Bandit Queens, and it's by Parini Shroff. And there's her picture there. And I think it's a debut. Yes, this is her debut novel. So I was super excited. 50%. If I had bought this right when I saw this, I would have been paying close to the regular price, and I paid like less than I paid for a soft cover for it. And I love this book. Like, I love the cover of it too. So this one's going to be read soon because I just need me some laughter, something light. This other one I did not hear of before. I saw the cover, and then I was like, hey, sometimes it's really cool to take a chance on something when you just don't, you know, you have an opportunity to get it at a great price. So this one is called, oh, they put the sticker too, it's annoying on the cover, but I think these would come off easy. This is A Coastline is an Immeasurable Thing by Mary Alice Daniel. And look at this cover. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And the spine. And the cover. Right? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful black skin. And I love this, the cloth and everything. So it says here, a poetic coming-of-age memoir that probes the legacy and myths of family, race, and religion from Nigeria to England to America. It says Mary Alice Daniel's family moved from West Africa to England when she was a very young girl, leaving behind the vivid culture of her native land in the Nigerian savannah. They arrived to a blanched, cold world of prim suburbs and unfamiliar customs. So began her family's series of travels across 3 continents in search of a place of belonging. A Coastline is an Immeasurable Thing ventures through the physical and mythical landscape of Danielle's upbringing. Against the backdrop of migratory adolescence, she reckons with race, religion, conflict, cultural clash, and a multiplicity of possible identities. Danielle lays bare the lies and legends of her parents and past generations, unearthing the tribal mythologies, that shape her kin and her own way of being in the world. This impossible question of which tribe to claim as her own is one she has long struggled with. The Nigerian government recognizes her as a Longunda. Nope, said it wrong. Longuda, her father's tribe, according to a matrilineal tradition. Danielle belongs to her mother's tribe, the nomadic Fulani, and the language she grew up speaking is that of the Hausa tribe. But her strongest emotional connection is to her adopted home, California, the final place she reveals to readers through its spellbinding history. So it goes on a little more, but yeah, I want to give it a shot, and I got it for 50% off, and this is going to be one of my one of the beautiful covers for this year that I got. I last year I did a list of thinking of the ones that I thought were beautiful, and this one I think is so pretty. So I got that, and then the other thing I grabbed because I was on my way past the sales thing, and it's another coloring book. As if I need another one. No, tell me no. But this is a beautiful one. It's only $8, and it's called A Passion for Japan. And the pictures are so stunning. Like, look, right? Okay, let me show you a couple so that you can see what I'm talking about. Well, that's it. That's it on the cover. That one I just showed you. Isn't that funny? That's the one I picked. They're so pretty. These are really pretty, like them and the dresses. Do one more. Let's see. I just thought they were so pretty. Football season has begun, so this is a great thing I like to do too when I'm either listening to audiobooks or, like I said, when I'm watching TV or something. That one's good, but that one's not that one's nice right there. That one's really pretty. So I can think of this one like doing a really pretty background so that this pops as well as the person here in their profile, Yeah. Or a black background and have this be vibrant, like on the front of it or something. I don't know. I'll think of it. I'll come up with some things. So, yeah, I did that. So those are the things that I got. What else did I have to tell you? Nothing. Because I know when I go over there to look at the time, it's going to be the same amount of time it always takes me. Anyway, let me know what you're reading. I'm super excited that I got not one, but two books done already. And I'm starting my third. So I'm very excited about that. Let this momentum carry me forward for the rest of this month. My son starts school on the 21st. So literally, I have a week left before the grind begins. So it may change how my reading goes, depending upon how smoothly we can transition back into school and all of that good stuff. Summer's over. At least, in terms of schoolwork and stuff like that for my son and just that schedule change. But I'm grateful for the time we had. I'm not going to sit here and cry about it. We're just going to move on. I will talk to you guys later on. I hopefully will get some other videos to you, but we'll see. Let's just work with one at a time. Let me know what you're reading. Let me know what you're eating. Are you snacking when you're I've been snacking while I've been reading a lot. I had crackers and cheese the other day, and I devoured them probably in 3 pages. I thought it was going to sit there and just nibble, but no. And then the other day I had the most delicious fruit salad with strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, and what was there? One more. Was it those? Maybe it was those 3. But it was so good and so sweet. I just loved it. So let me know, do you have a favorite snack that you eat in the summertime while you're reading your books? I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.